OU softball, a massive weekend. Not only was it a massive weekend, but Matt Gann told you it was going to be a massive weekend. And we had boots on the damn ground.
Yeah, we did.
In California. Take it away, Matt. Let me know how it went.
Wow. What a fantastic weekend for the OU softball women. Incredible. Had 5 total games, went 5-0. 41 runs scored, only 1 run allowed in those 5 games. They won 3 games via run rule, which they did all last year as well. 4 shutouts and also 9 home runs as well. 2 by Allo, by the way, who I mentioned in last podcast, is getting closer to that all-time NCAA record. And one of them, a grand slam, because why not? That's just who Allo is. Now, the biggest game of the week was against number 3 UCLA, who we ended up being 4-1. Most impressive thing coming out of that game was the freshman right-handed pitcher, Jordy Ball, throwing 14 strikeouts. I mean, she was not giving anything up, anything. And I know I talked about the pitching might be, one of the weaker points for the OU staff this year and what that was going to look like, just because they have a lot of new fresh faces coming in. Jordy Ball has proven to me, at least, that it might be the strongest point if she keeps wheeling and dealing like she did this week. She had 3 total appearances, 24 strikeouts throughout the weekend, but 12 against the UCLA team. That's pretty dang impressive to me. So really good for that. But like we said, we did have some boots on the ground for that final game against UC San Diego. So Patrick, give me a little heads and what you saw from the Sooners.
Best $30 I've ever spent in my life getting out there.
$30 for a ticket?
$30?
15 and Becca.
For Becca. For your girlfriend. Okay.
Program gal.
Yeah, shout out to Becca for coming.
Program gal.
So I'm not going to pretend to know a lot about softball, but when I was out there, you could just tell how organized that team was compared to UC San Diego. And UC San Diego seemed like a pretty good team too. Like, it was not a super easy game. Way more Sooners in the crowd than San Diego fans, which was hilarious because San Diego is like an hour, 10 minutes away from the field. So that was great to see as well. Super organized, but I think what really sets them apart is they're just not afraid to take any risks. So if they see a base that they can steal, they just go. Like, they're on top of it at all times, so disciplined. And I think that could really set them apart.
Bro, they get to play a tournament in Hawaii this year. I'm jealous. That's pretty sick.
I love going home.
Coming up next,
boots on the ground there.
Pat, probably. You're the closest. Coming up next for the OU softball team, Houston Classic. It's a 5-game little not even tournament. What do we call it? Like a 5-game set, I guess. They're playing 3 different teams: McNeese State, Houston, and Texas State. So 5 games there.
Can I just say how wonderful softball is when there's 5 games in a 2-day stretch or a 2 or 3-day stretch? Like, we don't have to do this 1 game a week thing, and which I love for football. It gets me super excited about it. But you just go in and you're like, yeah, they're playing at 3:30 and then they're playing at 7:30, and the stamina that they have, good for them.
They play a ton of games.
Yeah, they really do. They play a lot of games.